What are they?
So I hope it is visible and audible to all. If yes, just put a message in the chat box so that we can start with the next topic. So okay, fine. So now in the previous class, so we have discussed the basic of P and JFET operation, right? So in that we have discussed N channel JFET and P channel JFET. So using N channel and P channel, we have discussed about the construction of JFET, then the operation. So in that operation, we have discussed the conditions which are required to operate N channel and P channel JFET. So that is the construction and operation part for N channel and P channel JFET. So now today we will move on to the next topic. The next topic is equivalent circuit of and frequency limitations. So in this topic, we are going to discuss how this JFET, how this JFET can be drawn using equivalent circuits. Equivalent circuits nothing but now I am going to replace this JFET by their equivalent components like resistors, capacitors, current source, voltage source. So like this, I am going to use such components. Wait a second. One second. Okay, so now here in this topic, what we are going to do, first I will consider the symbol of JFET. Either I can consider N channel or P channel. So then I will replace that JFET by the equivalent circuit. We call it as small signal equivalent circuit. Okay, so once that is done, then we will discuss what are the parameters that affects the output of the JFET. That I will show you how to do that. That is about equivalent circuit. And in the frequency limitations means how the frequency will limit the operation. Here operation is nothing but the amplification of output. How the frequency plays a role to limit the output voltage or the current with respect to the input frequency. So this is what we are going to discuss using equivalent circuit and frequency limitations. Okay. So now first we will discuss about the small signal. So that's why I'm showing here. This is a whiteboard. Using this board, first we will draw the symbol and its equivalent circuit. Then we'll move on to the PDF, which I will show you. So using this PDF, we are going to discuss how we have to derive the expression using small signal equivalent circuit. So before this, first what I'm going to do, I will consider one symbol like this. So this is a P channel JFET symbol. If I draw the arrow mark in opposite direction, then it becomes the symbol for N channel JFET. So now what is the role here? So first thing, I have to draw the equivalent circuit of JFET using the symbol. Okay, here it is shown in the cross-sectional view of JFET. So this is the top end view which I discussed in the previous class. So this is for P channel JFET. This is the top view of the JFET which I discussed in the construction and the operation part. Whereas this one, so we are considering an equivalent circuit and frequency limitations. Here we are considering cross-sectional view, means one part of that JFET top view. Okay. Now, first what I'm going to do, so before begin with this derivation, first you guys need to know how to draw the equivalent circuit using symbol. Okay. So first thing, here I will take the symbol of N channel JFET. Okay, so first, so this is a general discussion which I am doing so that you can understand the concept of derivation using equivalent circuits. So first I will consider N channel JFET. Okay, so using this, so I will draw the symbol first. Now this will be the symbol. Okay, so here the arrow mark indicates either it is N channel and P channel JFET. Okay, so now, so I will write neatly so that we can see it properly. Okay, just wait a second. Okay, so I call this as gate, I call this as drain, and I call this as source. Okay, so now using this, okay, so now this is the symbol of N channel JFET. So using this, okay, now I will draw the equivalent circuit first. Okay, so here first we'll consider certain things between the gate and source. The voltage which is applied, we will always call it as VGS, and the current across this drain terminal is always called as ID. Okay, and here if I assume there are some internal capacitance. Internal capacitance means the gate capacitance or the junction capacitance, we call them. So here they are very minute, so that's why it is not shown in the symbol. But here, if you want to show you the capacitors, that is internal capacitors, they always occur in between gate to source, in between drain to source, okay, and in between gate to drain. We call them as internal capacitance of a JFET. So this is nothing but the capacitance between gate to drain. This is nothing but the capacitance between gate to source. And this is nothing but the capacitance between drain to source. Okay. So these are the three internal capacitance which are present in the N channel JFET. Similarly for P channel also. And this is the input voltage which is applied here is VGS. It also has internal resistors. We also call them as diffusion resistors, but here in the symbol it is not shown, but we have to assume there are some resistors between the gate to source, between the gate to drain, and between the drain to source. We call them as diffusion resistors, and we call these capacitors as junction capacitors because they are connected between the gate, drain, and source. Whereas this is the VGS, which is applied between gate to source, and at the output side of drain terminal, we always measure the output. Okay. So to measure the output, we will connect one resistor here. So that resistor is nothing but drain resistance in capital. We call it as RD. That is the current limiting resistor at the drain terminal. And the source terminal is always connected to ground. It's nothing but now source is common between the gate and drain. Okay. So here, looking at the symbol with the capacitors and the resistors, we can say that VGS is the input voltage, ID is the output current. Now we know that the formula of gain, gain is nothing but output by input. So normally in BJT, how you write for the gain formula? If I take NPN transistor, we write beta as IC by IB, right? But here, both are currents here. That is, output is also current, input is also current. That's why the symbol used here is beta. But when I come to the JFET, here the input is voltage, whereas the output is current. So instead of gain, now I call it as transconductance. Now you guys need to remember this properly. So transconductance is nothing but it is used to represent the voltage and current divides. So in transconductance, which is denoted by GM, that is small gm. So from this we can say that the transconductance is nothing but here the output by input. Here output is nothing but the current. I call it as ID, and the input is nothing but VGS, and I call it as VGS. So from this we can say that this is the formula for the transconductance, which is similar to the gain. Okay. So now like this, we can derive the expression using such concepts. I hope it is clear for everyone. Now remember, GM is the transconductance, ID is the drain current. But in some equations, we can use the drain current as drain to source current also. Instead of ID, we can also write it as IDS. Both are same. Okay. Here, ID is nothing but drain current. IDS is nothing but drain to source current. Almost the drain current or drain to source current remains same. Hope it is clear for everyone. So now I'm going to use such concepts, to draw the small signal equivalent circuit. And another important thing here, the drain current IDS can be given by now GM into VGS. So now this is the new formula for JFET, which is used to solve many problems. So remember this, like for BJT, we will write it as IC equals to beta into IB. In the same fashion, we can use for JFET as IDS equals to GM into VGS. Okay, and this is the symbol and their junction capacitance. The resistor is RD. It also has some internal resistors. Like from between gate to source, we call the resistor as, I'll just show you. This is resistance between, RGS, that is gate to source resistance. So between this is, we'll draw here, I'm just showing what are the contents it has. This is the resistance between RDS. And here from the gate to drain, we have also one resistor, and we call it as, this is nothing but RGD. But in most of the time, this RGD is very negligible, hence it cannot be shown in many equivalent circuits. Whereas RGS and RDS resistors are compulsorily used if we want the small signal equivalent circuit effect to study. Okay. So now I hope it's a little bit clear for everyone what I'm going to do. Okay. So now, if you understand this small concept, Yes, then I will draw the equivalent circuit using this. If you want to repeat, I will repeat the same thing. Just do it fast. You have understood the symbol and its junction capacitance, its resistors, and the equation ideas. Whereas GM is nothing but transconductance. So if you understand this, put as yes. If you want to repeat, I will repeat the same concept so that you guys need to understand the derivation, which I am going to show in the PDF. Okay, so only one or two students are asked to repeat. Okay, I will just do this. With that, I am going to draw the equivalent circuit now. Okay, it's very simple. The first thing, we'll move on to the next page now. Here, so first thing, what I will do? So here I will draw the symbol. This is just a concept to understand the derivation of small signal equivalent circuit. Now, this is the symbol now. I'm going to draw it roughly so that we can move on to the next. So this is the symbol which I'm going to use. This is gate, this is drain, and this is source. Okay. Now, between the gate and source, the voltage which applied here is VGS. We call it as input voltage. At the drain terminal, the current we call it as ID or IDS. Here, the source is always connected to ground. Okay. Now, here from this, there is a one source. We call it as transconductance. Transconductance is nothing but a current source, okay, which appears between the output and input. Same as in BJT, like beta. The beta is nothing but the current gain. Here, GM is nothing but transconductance. How to define transconductance? Transconductance is nothing but this is output by input. Here, output is nothing but current. Input is nothing but voltage. That's why this ratio is called as transconductance, denoted by GM. Okay. So now this transconductance appears between drain and source as a IDS equals to GM into VGS. If I multiply this, we will get. So if I multiply this, we will get IDS equals to GM into VGS. Okay. So this is the current source voltage using GM into VGS drawn between drain and source, because between drain and source, this current flows, right? That's why it is called as IDS. Whereas between the gate and source, we have voltage called VGS. So now there are three internal capacitors are there, one between gate and source, one between gate and drain, and one between drain and source. And there is one resistor called as RD, which is connected at the output side as a current limiting resistor. Okay. So now using this symbol and the junction capacitors and this current source, we are going to draw the small signal equivalent circuit. Okay. So now here I will show you the small signal equivalent circuit. So what I will do? First, I will write the three terminals. So this is gate, this is drain, and this is source terminal. Okay. So now here these are the 3 points. First, I will make like these points. This is for gate, sorry. So this is for straight. This is for gate, this is for drain, and this is for source. Okay, these are the three terminals which I have drawn like this. Now look at the symbol here. In the symbol, between the gate and source, what is the voltage applied here? VGS. So I will write here, between the gate and source, the voltage applied here is VGS. What I am doing right now? I am replacing this symbol by its equivalent circuit. Equivalent circuit contains the components which actually acts as a JFET. Now for that I am doing this. Okay, I am replacing the symbol by its equivalent small signal circuit. That's why I've drawn here is VGS between the gate and source. Again, here at this terminal we have another voltage which is similar to this. Okay, we call it as VGS or VGS dash. VGS dash is nothing but internal gate to source voltage. Okay, once this VGS is applied, the same voltage VGS dash is also flows. I call it as internal because this voltage depends on the internal resistors and capacitors of JFET. Now look at this. Again, between the gate and source, we have one capacitor. We call it as CGS. So here I will draw that capacitor here also. This capacitor is nothing but CGS, which is connected between gate to source. Now we'll move on to the gate to drain terminal. So at this point, what we have, one capacitor, that is CGD, right? I call it as capacitor called CGD, and it has also offers us one resistor. We call it as RGD. This is the internal or diffusion resistance between gate and drain. These are all small signal equivalent components which are present for small signal. For large signal, they are assumed to be neglected. So that's why we are considering right now. So now I can draw here between the gate terminal, we have one resistor. That resistor is nothing but I call it as RGD. And again between the gate and drain terminal, we have one capacitor and I call it as CGD. Okay. So these are the internal resistors and capacitors between gate and drain. So when I come to the drain and source here, between the drain and source, first we have one old current source here, that is GM, which is nothing but here IDS by VGS, where IDS is nothing but what? We write it this GM into VGS. So that I'm going to show here between the drain and source using current source, because IDS is the current source flows from drain to source now. So that's why this is nothing but IDS, or we can call it as GM into VGS. The current source flows from drain to source terminal. Then again we have one resistor and one capacitor. So that I will draw here. Between the drain and source, we have one capacitor called CDS. So that I will draw here. So this is the capacitor between drain and source. And there is again one resistor. We can call it as RDS, or we can neglect this term also. But here I will write the resistor between here, between the drain and source. I call it as RDS. The same thing I will connect here also. So this is the resistor between drain and source. We call it as RDS. Okay. So now after this, at the output side, you have to connect one current limiting resistor, which are shown here. That is nothing but RD. At this side, we will measure the output V0. Okay. And here, this is connected to the ground. This is the input voltage. So like this, we are capable of drawing the small signal equivalent circuit. I hope it is clear for everyone. So this is small signal equivalent circuit, which I am going to use to derive the expression using this IDS equation and the small signal equivalent circuit. To derive the expression, and we will study what happens to the drain to source current if we consider these small signal components. What happens to this equation, which is a factor that affects drain to source current at the output side. So this is the drain to source current which flows at the output side here. Now we will check what happens to this current when we consider all these components. Okay, so this we are going to discuss in the next class. So now I hope it is clear for everyone. If yes, put S as in the chat box. If you want to repeat somewhere, I will do the repetition. Do it fast. Put as yes if it is clear, because I am going to use this same concept in the derivation. So this is a simple concept in which you guys need to understand. Now just replace the symbol by its equivalent components. Okay? But there is nothing complication in this. Only one thing, this is important, you guys need to remember. This is the current source which flows from drain to source. That's why I represent as GM into VGS. Don't get confused with that. So this is a small signal. Now using this, in the next class, we are going to the derivation part. Okay, so I'm expecting everyone to respond in the chat box. Okay, fine. So then I hope it is clear for everyone. So now put your attendance in the chat box so that we can wind up the class. In the next session, we'll start with the derivation. Okay, now do it fast. I hope everyone responded in the chat box with your attendance. Okay. Now we will conduct the session and we will start the next session in Monday's class. Okay. Thank you.